Here's the deal. I understand people are sick and tired of today's truck market being overpriced and under-delivering. So today we'll be going over 5 pros and cons of buying a Chevy cateye in 2025. The first pro is performance potential. Whether you build a drag truck or a trophy truck, these things can be built for either purpose. With the 5.3 LS, the 6.0, or the Duramax, there is plenty of aftermarket support for these types of truck. However, that does bring me to my first con. From factory, trucks like this are super slow, with this truck having a 496 Chevy big block in it and an almost 10-second 0 to 60. I'll let you guys enjoy that right now. Yeah, not very fast. My second pro of this truck is it looks good no matter what. Slammed or lifted to the sky, this truck looks good because of the aggressive headlights and body lines. So no matter what you do, this truck will stand out in a crowd. Which kinda brings me to pro number 3. Aftermarket support. With the amount of aftermarket support available for these trucks, you can do absolutely anything that you want with them. If you want to slam it or lift it, you can do either of those with ease. These trucks also have a very common wheel pattern, so there's plenty of wheels available for them. There's even wide body kits available for these trucks. Not only is there plenty of cosmetic mods, there's also plenty of performance mods with how common and versatile the 5.3 is or the 6.0. My second con is rust. However, this is no fault of the truck, and this can definitely vary on where you live. This truck has been in the Midwest its whole life, so it's been through a lot of salt and salt brine, making it very salty and very deteriorated on the outside. Along with the deterioration is my third con, which would be the interior wear on these things. Since this truck has so many miles and it's been used so much, inevitably things on the inside start to fall apart, which does suck, but that leads me to my next pro. Pro number 4 is the price of these cateyes. You can find a running and driving 4-wheel drive pickup for under $4,000. And while this might not be the best pickup, it'll have rust, it'll have wear and tear, it'll have high mileage, it would be a pretty good daily driver. And if you want to use one of these trucks and you plan on driving it for a long time and you want to keep it nice, you can find trucks with lower miles and no rust on them if you live maybe in the southern part of the country, or if you want to spend the extra money up here in the Midwest or northern part of the country. And I think that's a pretty great fact about these trucks. Con number 4 for this truck is definitely gas mileage. Don't quote me on this, but I don't think a single one of the V8 cateyes gets above 15 miles a gallon. For example, this truck, which is the 496, doesn't even get 10 miles per gallon. Albeit, this could be an outlier because I do have the biggest option available for these trucks. The final pro that I will talk about is ease of maintenance and reliability. However, reliability is kind of a double-edged sword. But first we'll talk about ease of maintenance. What I mean by that is that if my headlight goes out, like this right here, all I have to do, pull this all the way out, put it there, then I can take this, lift it up, then I can twist this out, put my new bulb in, put it back, and there you go. Just like that, we got a new headlight in. However, the reliability is a double-edged sword because this truck has 270,000 miles on the original engine and transmission. So that means it's good up to 270, But as the miles have increased, the problems have started to increase as well because of the amount this thing has been driven. However, I'd say if you can find a low mileage cateye with little rust, you would be pretty darn well off. So, what's the point of this video? Basically, what I'm saying is that you should buy a Chevy cateye.